This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. All right, let's talk about it. Deontay Wilder. You know, you guys understand how I feel about Deontay Wilder. You guys understand how I feel about Wilder and Fury. My biggest thing is this. Deontay Wilder needs to understand unequivocally, unquestionably, and without fail that he has to stop running his fucking mouth. October 9th is right around the corner. Deontay Wilder's doing the same thing that Deontay Wilder's always been doing. It was good when you were a champion to run your mouth. You're in a losing situation. And I get it. There's an element of confidence that you have to showcase that you're not rattled, that you're not shaken. But the way that you lost, in a glove gate via paid to lose situation, it was embarrassing. It was a boxing stainage on your boxing resume. Now, I've been on wax saying that I'm not sold on Malik Scott. I'm still not sold on Malik Scott. Never have been sold on him. I don't trust Malik Scott. I don't trust what Malik Scott brings to the table. I'm going to be honest with you guys on that. Because I feel like Malik Scott is not the right person to trade Deontay Wilder. I see Deontay Wilder moving more. I see Deontay Wilder attempting to give you combinations, attempting to give you different looks and things of that nature. But it's different when you step into the square circle. Tyson Fury is not a bad boxer. Tyson Fury is not mediocre. Tyson Fury is actually above average. I liken Tyson Fury to be a very dangerous fighter because he matches up stylistically well against Deontay Wilder. If fight fans are being honest, they would understand that. That's why the first fight, although Deontay Wilder knocked him out and was robbed of a knockout, that fight took forever because of Tyson Fury's herky-jerky style that was very difficult for Deontay Wilder to figure out. It was even more difficult in the second fight because Deontay Wilder was making a lot of fatal mistakes. Eating soul food, which slows your body down. I don't know why you would eat that mess going into a big fight. And basically not being athletic and explosive. I don't care what anybody tells me. Everything that you can think of that was wrong with a fight, that second fight had it going on. That second fight was iffy as hell. In this third fight, we're going to see if Deontay Wilder can back up everything that he's talking about. Because he's sure running his mouth. Out of nowhere, he was quiet. He had his headphones on, looking lethargic. Then now he's running his mouth. He disappeared supposedly for a period of time, went trained, in a different location. And then now he's back running his mouth. I caution Deontay Wilder to do this because when you have lost, it's not a thing of, running your mouth or not running your mouth, etc., etc. The great ones understand that in all respective sports. When you lost, you got to higgity fucking hush. You're not in a position to run your mouth. You're in a position to show and prove. You're in a position to prove to everyone that you can get the job done. And Deontay Wilder has a lot of fans. And for fans' sake, he has to put on a facade. He has to put on a face. He has to show that, we're not wilted. We're not basically harmed by this. We're not, how should I say it, damaged by anything. I get it. You got to show strength. You got to show solitude. You have to show basically that you have fortitude. You have intestinal fortitude to show people that you're still the Bronze Bomber. That bomb squad is still there. But I'm going to tell you guys something. When you lose, especially when you get lynched during Black history the way that Deontay Wilder did, you can't run your mouth. The running of your mouth has to be done in the square circle. Because when it's all said and done, when the bell rings, No one's going to be able to be in that ring, fan, etc., running their mouths with you. It's going to be you and the fighter next to you. Do I believe that Deontay Wilder is going to get the job done? Yes. I'm still a believer of Deontay Wilder. I'm always going to pick my own. Everyone knows that. I was just hard on Deontay Wilder with the fact that this glove gate via paid to lose boxing stainage, it left a stain on his boxing resume. And as black fighters, as you can see the level of disrespect, they basically put him and proposition him as the number 5 welterweight. I mean the number 5 heavyweight. It's disrespect. They put 4 UK guys over him. That level of disrespect was due to the fact that Deontay Wilder lost that second fight the way that he did. They were waiting for this guy to lose. This is why it was imperative for Deontay Wilder to put that in the back of his mind and not fucking lose. Certain fighters cannot lose. They just can't. You could call it the Floyd Mayweather dichotomy. You could call it whatever you want. When you get to a certain height in boxing, you cannot lose. When you lose, it messes you up, because especially if you're a polarizing figure, fight fans will rile against you. They will revel against you. You know how many fight fans are expecting and hoping and praying that Earl the True Spence lose? The Charlo brothers to lose? Tank Davis to lose? This is what they're hoping for. This is what they're expecting. It's pathetic. It's sad. But it's the actuality in the sport of boxing. You guys have to open your eyes, open your minds, and open your souls to see what's going on. And if you guys are not paying attention to see what's going on, then I can't help you to pay attention. Because when it's all said and done, these are the realities. This is what's actuality. In actuality, this is what's going on. So we have to be honest with ourselves. And we have to tell ourselves the truth. And the truth is as simple as this. Deontay Wilder needs to shut up, step into the ring, and get the job done. If you're going to knock out Tyson Fury, I don't want to hear you tell me you're going to knock him out. I want to see you go out there and fucking do it. And that's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat Teller fashion. Nobody else is going to tell you this. They're going to root for Deontay Wilder. They're going to blindly forget that the second fight happened the way that it did. But if you're being honest with yourself, this is what you advise Deontay Wilder. Shut the fuck up, step into the ring, and knock this motherfucker out. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.